Okay, so the next step is we're going to start a Dreamweaver site. So Dreamweaver, open Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver is a program that we're going to use to create our HTML and CSS. We're not going to use Dreamweaver too much for creating PHP. What Dreamweaver is a program that's part of the Adobe Creative Suite. It's a GUI. It's a graphical user interface, and what that means, it's basically a big fancy text editor that's has very specific features for making development of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript a lot easier. Okay, not so much for PHP though. All right, so you see here on the right that I already have a site called Webs, but I'm going to create a new one. So you won't have that yet. So click on Site, New Site. All right, what do you want to call it? I'm going to call it Webs. All right, and click on Next. No, we're not using server technology. Click on Next. All right, so in this case here, where in your computer do you store your files? Right. Okay, my files are going to be stored on a in Webs. Okay, what you guys need to do is click on Computer, then click on Z, and then in Z, locate your Webs folder. All right, so click on Select. Now here's the little trick here, and let me slow down. Don't miss this. There's a little bug in this program that doesn't allow you to select the folder by selecting it. So make sure you type in Webs here, okay? If it doesn't show up automatically. So again, yours will say Z, not C, and it'll say, and it should say Webs, okay? Again, you might have to type this in. All right, this is very, very important. Okay, click on Next. Now, how do you connect to your remote server? Local, keep it with local network, and what folder do you want to store your files in? Now this is the remote server, okay? So remember in the Webs folder, okay, in this folder here, okay, in the Webs folder that I just pointed to before, that's where we do our development work. That's where we do our programming. When we're ready to run the program, we put it into the remote server, which is the htdocs folder. So click on Computer, click on C, click on Apache 2, htdocs, and click Select. Once again, it's not going to show up here. It's going to go C Apache 2, but htdocs won't be here. So once again, you got to type it in htdocs. Okay. Click on Next, Next, and then Done. All right. So here's our new site. A couple things you need to know about it is we have a remote view where we can see all of our data and files, okay, and we have a local view where basically we have nothing yet. All right. So at this point, okay, at this point, what you can do is you go to your local host. All right. And then you can see that you have all your files here. Now in Dreamweaver, if you click on your remote view, okay, here you have your the files as well. So what you see here, specifically this file here, is what is being loaded here. Okay. But that's basically the basics of setting up an HTML site. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to go to the htdocs folder. If you have anything in your htdocs folder, okay, you can either keep it or you can delete it. I'm just going to keep it. I'm going to call it backup. All right, and I'm going to select everything, and I'm going to move everything into my backup folder. All right. Now, if I refresh this, you can see that it's changed here as well. Now, watch what happens when I refresh this. What do you think is going to happen? Well, everything's going to disappear because I don't have anything in there anymore. Okay. So now here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to go to, I'm going to go back to my local view. All right. And in here, I'm going to right click this area here, new file. Okay. I'm going to type in index.php. All right. Here's my index.php. Now in index.php, I'm going to double click it and open it, and here's what I have. I'm going to go to code view, and in code view, I'm going to go delete this, and I'm going to go echo. All right. hello world PHP output. Okay, colon. Alright, so echo and then open quote, hello world PHP output, close colon. Now if I run it now, guess what? It does the exact same things it did before. Why is that? That's because I changed the file here in my webs folder. I did not upload it yet. So if I want to see those changes, I need to upload it. And in here, I need to run it. And you can see here, hello world PHP output. So this is hello world, plain old HTML here. And this hello world here is what my PHP program does. Okay? There. You've just been through your very first PHP program.